Hey, the journey to be an entrepreneur is something that will not be just about calling. It's more on having your big why. I started out be an employee. Well, in fact, I have been working and been an employee for the longest time and at the same time an entrepreneur. Why am I doing it at the same time? Well, it really doesn't matter whether you are a full-time employee, a full-time solopreneur, an investor, or an employee. What is important is you are doing what you are doing because this is something that you love. There are pros and cons of you being an employee or a full-time employee. There would be also some cons of just having that one. If you are really passionate about what you're doing as an employee and your employer is very supportive of the things that you're doing and they are also concerned about your well-being, and if it's something that is aligned with what's your goal, go ahead and be an employee. The cons about it, it may not give you the freedom, the financial freedom, or the time and the place that you want to be. Sometimes you have to exert extra effort just to have something out of making the most out of being an employee. And you cannot just rely on a single source of income. That's the reason why you have to dive being a solopreneur, meaning you're juggling or having a side hustle just to have an extra income. Well, being a solopreneur also entails to have extra effort and more time coming from you because you have to focus and dedicate a lot of work just to provide and get that extra income. It may provide you the same as what you're getting as an employee, or it would just be enough to add on to your requirements, basically based on the needs and wants that you have. Well, unlike being an entrepreneur is something that you have to have a system. You build up a team that would make you or support you with whatever that you do. Being an entrepreneur would also entail that you would be having that time and more of the idea coming in, because here building your own business would create you having a support team. As mentioned, I have started my business. I have dwelled over the past 20 years of my professional careers in sales and marketing. The main reason why went into entrepreneurship is because of the big why. What is the big why? I have a family to support too. So I have 3 kids and one is going into college and 2 are in middle school. We have to provide for our family. The main reason or the big why is something that would push you to be the best that you could be. All the learnings that made me, as mentioned, I've been in sales and now I'm diving into the coaching business. At the same time, I also put up a digital agency. Why am I doing this? Because I want to support fellow entrepreneurs, giving them the right idea and mindset that would make them realize the things that they want and where they want to bring their business. It's not just about all money. It's all about you having the greatest time and effort that you want to do. So if you will be asking me, it's not just about passion. Passion caught me up. Just to share to you a story how the business that I'm working or I'm having started We called it Miraceti. Actually, it was a brainchild of my wife. Miraceti, what it means is about a star. And that's why Miraceti Guides is because it's your guiding star. Initially, we started this one as an events company. It's out of love because what we want to do is to bring our family to the events that we're putting up. And it also brings joy um, with the people that we're helping to put up such event. The main project of this it was a brainchild of my wife, was putting up support initially with families and friends, close acquaintances, and eventually she was able to uh, get into the groove of how the business will work. It wasn't really her passion about doing an events company. As mentioned, it was passion who found her. It was because from her corporate work that she was able to learn the skills on putting up some events. Well, just now, because of the pandemic, we were limited to do some events. So we thought of diverting our business into online. We've been into some traditional businesses, bringing it available to online. Well, as mentioned, in my case, 20 years of sales and marketing experience, why not teach this one to the people? So that's short of some of our story on how we started. Part of which is I invested in myself. I went into some certification classes, invested here, keep on learning, because my experience is this new learning. This is the product that I'm selling. This is the coaching business that I'm doing. And because it's now digital, you have to be something aligned with the current trends. So in business, you have to be on top of what's happening in your market. You cannot serve a big market as you are starting up. You have to be patient. There are also a mindset thing that you have to bring forth, because if you have some fears about doing businesses, chances are you will be failing. I had my fair share of some businesses that closed down. Some investment went gone. Well, what you need to do is just continue to dive and go forward and find your niche. And the basic thing, as you have found your business, is find a way to survive. The best way to survive is connect to your customers. You have to continuously upgrade and know what your customers' needs are, because that's the way how you will be serving your market. Gone are the days that you would be creating a product and you offer it to the market. Right now, in today's business, what you need to do, you have to have an idea, you have to find your market, you have to understand where they are, and start connecting and providing value. From there, know what your market needs are and create a product out of it. So if you want to be in business, I would suggest do your own research. That's the main thing. Next is have that proper mindset that you will be succeeding in this one. Don't be afraid to fail. Part of your success are those failures. So you can just move on, continue, and survive your current marketplace.